Hey guys, so today I'm going to share my way of finishing a chapter. It works for me. Now I thought if I shared it with you guys, it might work for many of you as well. So I just decided to share it. So let's start. I divided into a few steps. The first one is reading through the contents of the chapter. Like at first, you're just going to know that what are in the chapters originally. Now, like in my book now, there's on the index we can see the lessons of the chapter, but in our previous grades we couldn't see that. Like here in one chapter there are so many lessons. We can see it, so it's easier for us. Like I'm going to just read through these things and I'd have a knowledge that in this chapter I'm going to learn these things. If you have a knowledge about it, I swear it helps when you actually read through the chapter. The second step is reading through it and taking notes. Now I thought taking notes in the third step, but I do it all together. I read through the chapter and I take notes. I'm taking my book. Like I'm going to show you an example how I do it. Okay, I'm taking my book here and then I open it. I have my blue pen, red pen, and a simple black pen. When I'm taking down notes, I don't use that many stuff. Maybe sometime a highlighter, as I use here on the chapter title, and nothing else. So, what I do is I read through the chapter at first. I read through the whole thing, and then I note down it. Like here, the concept of business. The concept is this. The concept of business. I read through the whole thing until the next lesson comes by. It's not much. It's like 2 pages. And then after reading through it, I had a blue pen in my hand, right? So when I'm reading through it, I underline the lines which seem important to me. And after doing that, after I'm done reading through that lesson, I pick up my notebook and then I write down the things which are important to me. I take the notes. Now, whatever you find important, you can't just write it down directly on your notebook now, can you? You can't. A note is meant to be easy to read. Like when you're taking notes, it means that you are just simplifying the chapter you just read. So if you make your notes even more complicated, then it's just not going to work, right? Break it down into small key points and all. So that's just how I take notes. I'll just show it to you guys at first, this first page. Like here, I thought that this line, the economic endeavors of man basically originated from man's sense of need. Now this line seemed important to me, so I wrote it down exactly as it is. Then there's like the nature of business. So about the nature of business, we've got 2 pages here, 2 pages of explanation. But now I shortened it down and made it into small key points. Now the nature of business, like here. Nature of business, the first point is expectation of profit. So we know what that means, that in a business, we have to expect profit. When we are doing a business, profit, it's mandatory. We need to make profit. That's how we know that it's a business. The next step is that I test myself. Yeah. So after finishing a chapter, and now I really take a lot of time while finishing a chapter. It takes me almost 3 to 4 days, because what I do is exactly this. After taking notes, how do I test myself? I make my own questions. That's why I take 2 copies with me. One where I note the chapter and one where I write down my questions. The questions I learned from the chapters. Like here, they said industry creates from utility. I could say what creates from utility. Like this, there are going to be more questions like that, or more broad questions. So what does it do? Like before doing anything, when you finish the chapter like this, your questions, like your preparation for MCQ is also done. Here the questions. My handwriting isn't that pretty. So yeah, the questions here. Like the first is, from what the economic endeavors of man originated. Answer, sense of needs. Like that. Like if I study the whole chapter like that, almost everything is done here. take my own test. Okay, so here what I do is there's these creative questions for us to practice. I only give exam on the creative questions because my MCQ is already done, We tend to forget things often. So what do I do is after I finish a chapter, okay, after almost 3 to 4 days, I give a test after 3 to 4 days, not immediately. So if I give a test immediately, I know I'm going to do good on the test, or I'm going to actually get all the tests right, get all the questions right. So what I do is I give an exam at home to my mother after 3 to 4 days, so that I can assure myself that no, the chapter I just finished is actually finished. So I hope it helps. I'll make more videos like this. Subscribe.